Hello, everyone. Tonight, you get 2 stories for the price of 1, all within the 8-minute time limit. Story number 1. It's the last semester of university, and it's that time in life when everyone is excited for their next adventure. They are suiting up for their interviews, they are planning their celebrations and parties for graduating, undergrad, university, etc., all the hard work, just planning and for their hopes and dreams of the future. What do I get? I get a diagnosis of bipolar that I didn't ask for. Basically, the closest people around me told me I was batshit crazy. That is how I felt because they didn't trust anything I said. They followed me around, trying to make sure I was okay. They took my credit cards away from me. I smiled, but it was very traumatic. I had to sit in front of some white man and try to tell him my woes, I suppose. And all my dreams were dashed. Yeah. My family came to visit me on graduation, but I felt like I was in a daze and that I was numb. I didn't really get to show them everything that happened. I barely kept track of what my friends were doing or where they were going. I missed my grandfather's funeral. I barely registered that he passed away, but it was basically at around the same time. I find out kind of after the fact, or remember after the fact. And I, by default, come back home, which is here in Hong Kong. And I didn't get to spend that last year of my visa where you get to work in the States as an international student, where I could see like maybe my future, what it would hold and what my, job or career would be. Instead, I come home and I sit on the couch at my bed and do nothing and try to process all the trauma that has just happened in my life. And I get some random job that my mom found in the newspaper where I sat in the corner of some office space listening to some auntie talk about who knows what. And so eventually transitioned to an NGO industry job and have been stuck ever since. Story number 2. It's the end of the university 4 years. It's the last semester. I am lucky to have graduated from a top-notch university given some conditions that I was unaware of. But it's lucky to graduate at all, really, I think. Lucky to have friends who cared about me, who knew me, who made sure I didn't have to pay any medical bills. Even they were well-intentioned, even if I quite hated all of them at the time. My family came and got to visit me for the first time ever in university, to have all of them there. And they also lovingly cared for me, brought me back home, accepted me for who I am, had no clue really what to do, but they let me just be. And I got a job that paid for eventually all the new friends that I found, on top of all the friends that I had in university, once I remembered that I had them, that played frisbee with me and traveled with me probably at least once a month, if not more, that I could pay for because I worked in a job that I had. And I transitioned to a job and more jobs in an industry where people were caring for me and for the world and the people around me, where they took care of me, which has led to, well, most of you here and many other opportunities. Blessings in disguise. As I was reflecting on this topic, I ended up deciding that I don't think I believe in them. Kind of like curses, Alex was saying. It's either curse or blessing. This is how I feel. Because blessings in disguise are only blessings if you have a hope, a shred of hope, or enough optimism to believe that the life events that occur are actually blessings. And some events in my life have built up a small marble, black marble of cynicism in my heart that finds it very hard to believe in the blessing half of things. So every day I choose to try to see the events as blessings.